Greetings, everyone. Let's celebrate International Tea Day with a cup of chai. We shall make one cup while we have a discussion about chai. Chai is not just a cup of tea here in India. It is a cultural representation of hospitality. Whenever you enter someone's house, as a guest, you will always be invited in with a chai piyoge. And this chai piyoge is not just, an invitation to drink tea. It's an invitation into the house. It's an invitation to a pause in your day. It's an invitation to a conversation and socialization. So it's a very deep-rooted thing in Indian culture. Chai piyoge. Let's have a cup of tea. So let's make a cup of tea. Chai. 2 cups of tea, one for me, one for you. Some CTC grade tea or of a brand of your choice. A sweetener. Milk and some spice, some sugar, some spice, and some everything nice, All right, let's. There's a certain ratio to this thing, and that ratio is half milk, half water. So let's take 1 cup of water because 2 cups. I forgot to mention, you also need to have a vessel. Nothing planned. Okay. And that's okay. It's all by design. Now, water is ready. We need to start the stove to get it to a nice rolling boil. And while this boils, and it boils quite fast, you take your spice. Now, the spice of my choice today is ginger. Ginger not only gives a little bit of a kick, but it also helps in digestion. So most of these spices have some kind of health benefit. You know now what ginger does. There are other spices like cinnamon, there's saffron, there's cardamom. So, and here we have the water boiling. And while it boils, you just add your spice and let it infuse. And as it infuses, you know that it's infusing once you start to get a sense of an aroma of the ingredient that you have put in. This is, I think it was 30 seconds. Yeah, I can smell it. I can smell the ginger quite nicely. And since how many cups? 2 cups. 2 teaspoons for 2 cups. And as I put this, you see this is called the bloom. Wait. Done. And now I just add the milk. 1 cup milk for 1 cup of tea. Now the tea has been steeped well. You can see by the color. We'll give it another boil just so that the milk starts cooking. Now it's come to a boil, and once it's come to a boil, you know that your tea is ready. And you can start pouring. Okay, our chai is ready. Chai Piyoge. So, unlike tea traditions in China and Japan, where the entire procedure is very ritualistic and very formal, here, having a cup of tea at someone's house is a very informal practice. It's about, just casual conversations. In fact, if you come here and see tea stalls on the road, they're like mini social hubs where people have tea and have conversations together. Right? Ah, nice. Now, I haven't put any sweetener in this. So, I'll just get some honey. Just a second. Some honey. Should be good. Now, a lot of health conscious people, if you notice, you will notice that they avoid chai these days. And the reasons why they are avoiding is two ingredients that we added to this chai: the milk and sugar. Pretty much the identifier, the characteristic of Indian milk tea is the milk and sugar. Once you remove these two, it becomes a lighter concoction, a lighter drink, and a healthier option. But that does not mean chai is bad. It just needs moderation. Right? So, tea as an ingredient has three chemical compounds which makes it such an enjoyable drink. One is polyphenols. Polyphenols are healthy compounds which you can find in pretty much any plant-based ingredient. Healthy as an antioxidant, but it has this bitter, astringent, sometimes acidic taste, which in a chai, if you steep it enough, you get this kadakness in it. That is basically the polyphenols. Okay. The other two are caffeine, which again, it's a myth that it's a bad thing, that it's bad for your health, but actually it isn't. It's just a melatonin blocker. It blocks melatonin receptors from binding, which enables you to stay awake, which is why you have coffee and tea in the first place. The third compound is L-theanine. It's a relaxant. It de-stresses and is one of the major reasons why any kind of tea ritual is centered around seated, stress-free, relaxing conversations, because that's what L-theanine does. So, it keeps you awake, it relaxes you. I'd suggest any kind of project you start with, best to do it with a cup of tea, because you are not only awake, but you are clear. Many health-conscious people also are going to other lighter forms of infused drinks, like floral infusions, which have their own benefits. We'll talk about that in a different video. Today it's all about tea. So tell me, what forms of tea do you like? Do you like it like this, a form of milk tea? Do you like it in an orthodox way, just plain water and steeped tea? Do you like more exotic forms of tea like yerba mate or rooibos tea? Or do you like floral infusions like the Turkish hibiscus drink? Let me know in the comments and I'll read them and we'll have this discussion further. Cheerio.